Hi everyone, welcome back to StyleNovice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you probably one of my most practical tutorials I've ever shared with you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a double-sided draft stop for your doors. So what I mean by this is that the draft is going to be stopped on both sides of the door. It has a piece of fabric going underneath the door, so it literally slides onto your door, which means you don't have to kick it back into place every time you open and close the door. Honestly, this has got to be one of my favorites. My husband loves this tutorial. He loves the practicality of this, and again, that you don't have to kick it back every time you open and close the door. It just stays there all the time. Double blocks any drafts coming in, especially if you've got like an open plan house like us. Our internal garage opens straight into our kitchen dining area. So if you too have got drafts during winter, this is the perfect tutorial, so keep watching.
To make your DIY double-sided doorstop, you will need one foam swimming pool noodle, some cotton fabric, the measurements will be coming up very shortly, some scissors, sewing pins, sewing machine and matching thread. So to start, cut your fabric using the following measurements. You want the length to be 29 inches. This will lay across the floor in front of the door, so make sure if your material is patterned, it's facing the right way around. And the width is 23 inches. To start, along the short side pieces of your rectangle fabric, fold in a seam of 1/2 inch. Pin and sew. Next, with the good side of your fabric facing inwards, fold in half, long edge to long edge. Pin and sew using your machine footer as the guide for the seam width. Place your arm through the tube you've just created and pull the fabric the right way out. Lay this on your tabletop with a joining seam in the middle on the underside. From each side, measure in 4.5 inches and make a mark or pin. This should leave you with a channel in the middle of 2 inches. Sew along these lines that you've just drawn on or pinned, then sew across the small opening at the end of each channel. Next, cut your foam pool noodle into 2 pieces of 28 inches each. Slide these into each of the side pockets you've created and they should fit snugly within. Lastly, we want to cover up the foam we can see at each end of each doorstop, so cut some large squares of matching fabric and press into the centre of the hollow foam tube. Tuck the remaining edges in behind the outer edge. And that's it, you've just created your very own double-sided doorstop. Simply open the door you wish to use it on, slide the middle channel beneath the door and the foam tubes will sit neatly on either side with no need to kick the doorstop back into place each and every time you open the door.
So that is it for today's DIY tutorial of my double-sided door draft stop. I hope you guys have found this as practical as my family has. As always, the material list and the step-by-step written instructions will be available to view on my blog by following the attached links. See you next time. Bye.